welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today I'm going to be doing some flip-throughs of highlights, coloring book, and Christmas puzzles. So I want to give a huge thank you to Highlights because they sent me a surprise email the other day and asked would I like to have their new coloring book to talk about with you guys on my channel, and I was like, absolutely, I would love to. So thank you for them to send a complimentary copy for me so I could talk about and share it with you and just have a good time with it. So I'm also sharing it on my other two channels as well, just to kind of spread the word, because if you were a Highlights kid like me, I used to love Highlights and probably still would if I could actually, if I had them in the house. I don't anymore, but Highlights has always been one of my favorite magazines. So they sent a couple of extra goodies along too. They sent me like 3 of these books. So I'm probably going to end up gifting them to some lovely friends for Christmas or whatever, so they can have fun as well. But they sent me this adorable penguin blanket. I can't even get it in frame. It's so huge, and it's super cute. But I'm not a huge blanket person. I'm just not. But I think it's absolutely adorable, and I believe I don't even remember if I felt it. Oh yeah, it's soft. It's soft and it's squishy. It is really, really nice. It almost has like a, oh yeah, it does have like a Sherpa inside. Oh, that's really nice. But I figured I could just give this for Christmas to somebody at my church that would enjoy it, as much or even more than I would, because as I said, I'm not a huge blanket user. I have like one blanket that I use, but I think somebody else would enjoy this so much. So they sent that. They also sent these, plus some colored pencils, which I forgot where I put them for a second. So Highlights sent some pencils, which I also have my own color pencils that I tend to stick with, but I'll also be gifting these to friends because why not? Why not share the love? So I did test out the blue in like my coloring haul video. You do have to color a bit more harder with these, but I might also give a set to my mom because I'm not sure if she has color pencils or not. You only get a few colors, but I think it's still, a nice set for beginners or for kids if you want to have fun and color with Highlights. Trying to figure out how to close this. I forgot. There we go. So a fun little Highlights pencil set. I love that it comes with paper too, if you want to doodle or draw and have fun. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do the puzzle book first because I'm honestly actually really intrigued by this book. So this is Super Hard Christmas Puzzles, Bring and Play. So love this. I always used to love the Seek and Find in the Highlights magazines. That was like literally my favorite thing. Highlights magazines, I used to have some, I think growing up. Was it Highlights or was it another brand? I can't remember. But I still love the Seek and Find. So this one is, can you find the dog? And how about the 12 candy canes? So gotta find the 12 candy canes. Gotta find the dog. I'm searching for the dog as I'm doing this, but right now I can't find him. But pause it if you want to try to find the dog with me. All right, so this one has just a bunch of, oops, I don't want to share the answers. Let's skip that. Okay. But it has a bunch of fun puzzles. Love that. And as I said, I love search and find puzzles. Those are my favorite. Love that. This one is this one's also a coloring page, so I could totally do this as a coloring page as well. Pages they're not bad. I would say maybe just stick with pencils and crayons in this book. I also used to love the maze puzzles. Those are my favorites. So this is definitely something that I will be doing for sure on the way to Christmas time. Which things in this picture are silly? It's up to you. I don't know. I mean, a moose eating gingerbread men is kind of silly. Very cute. But there's a whole bunch of different puzzles in here. As I said, I am oh, look, the penguin party from the blanket. That's adorable. Can you find the cow? And how about the 12 fish? Well, I found one fish. That is so cute. But there's so many different puzzles. And a lot of these I probably would have done at a young age. I'm guessing I probably would have done some of these when I was around 4 or 5 years old. But some of these I probably would not do until, I was, between 10 and 12. But very, very cute. And some of these definitely look a little harder than you'd think. So love these though. Oh, so much fun. I'm definitely going to be using this a lot. And they only sent one of these, so I can't share with my mom or whatever, but that's okay. I love puzzles. I have not had a puzzle book in a really long time, so this is perfect timing for me. Very, very cute. Love that. Oh, that one's really pretty. I love the bright colors too. So that's Super Hard Christmas Puzzles that they sent. And then as for the coloring book, we're of course going to do a flip through of Hidden in Nature. Why not talk about this fun book? I don't know if there's an artist or not. We'll find out. I didn't know it was a Pennsylvania company. Interesting. I did not know that. But this paper is actually pretty nice. It's not super thick, but it is pretty good quality paper. And they do have all the things you can search for at the top. And what you could do is, if you wanted to, you could, if you just wanted to straight color, which I probably will, you could either do black acrylic paint, or you could do some washi tape and cover up the words on the top if you didn't want them showing on the coloring page, or you could just leave it the way it is. And maybe save it for your future kids or whatever, or if you already have kids. Really, really pretty coloring book. And I like that some of the pages are pre-shaded, like the whatever these called, ducks. Could not think of the word for some reason. And the jellyfish is also pre-shaded. So yeah, I like the ones that kind of look more sketchy. I'm not a fan of the mandala style ones, but you could also do like one straight color. That's probably what I'll end up doing, because I don't like to use a whole bunch of color in like a mandala style. So not one of my favorites. These might actually be kind of hard. I do see a candle. So there's a tooth there. There's a safety pin. There's a fish. So, but if you look far enough away, it looks just like just a regular monarch butterfly. Very, very cute. But I kind of like these hide and seek ones because they're not super like, oh, it's definitely there. You can actually do have to search for them, which I actually really like that even better, because that way you could just straight color and not worry about the seek and find features. They're kind of like built into the picture. That's what I meant, like built into the picture, so that we kind of have to search for them, which also makes it a little harder too. See, that just looks like a rooster to me. So, but there's definitely a bunch of things in that picture. Wow. But I'd probably search for the items first and then end up coloring after. And I probably would just like straight color the creature and like not color the objects a different color. You could like make the items like a bright orange or something, that way you know you found them. I love this picture. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I gotta do the chipmunks. I'll do that in the summertime when the chipmunks are out. Very, very cute. And they were even nice too when they emailed me. I was like, because I'm kind of picky on my coloring books. So I was like, do you have like samples of the pictures that are in here? So they happily sent me a couple of examples from the book. And I was like, okay, I will absolutely do a flip through for you guys, because I definitely I will not do, reviews unless I absolutely, of course, love the item and want to share it with you guys. I'm very honest in my reviews and stuff. I love the seahorse. But this is so pretty. I'm actually super impressed with the quality of this highlights book. A lot of these pictures tend to lean toward more spring and summer. So I'll definitely do some pictures in this for spring and summer. Haven't really spotted anything that, says fall or whatever. And you get a lot of pictures. There's a ton of pictures in here. So it could keep you pretty busy. I'm wondering if there's probably different artists, because I can see different artist styles in each of the pictures. I know, oh, that artist did this picture too, depending on the shading and stuff. So I'm wondering if there are a couple different artists for this book. Really, really beautiful pictures though. I would have loved this book as a kid. If they made this book when I was a kid. Coloring books when I was younger, I loved coloring when I was little, but the quality of the books was not great when I was little. Oh, I love the chipmunk pictures. They're so cute. So, so cute. I especially like the ones that don't go into the spine, because that way, you have this nice border. I like the border ones, and I love this one with the crocodiles. I love crocodiles. Crocodiles and alligators are one of my favorites. So I'll probably be coloring that one first. Very, very cute. I love these. The fish. They're hilarious. Oh, and then I don't want to spoil the spoilers, but that was super cute. Trying to figure out if there was artists listed in the front. I don't believe there was. I don't believe so. But I think this is such a cute coloring book. I can't wait to color in it. But hope you enjoyed this flip through, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.